Hey you guys, it's Tonya, and today I want to do a product review of these rulers. They are the Perfect Layers system made by Perfect Paper Crafting. And the rulers are really cool. You get 3 clear plastic rulers so you can see your projects, and they have measurements that are pre-measured on it to give you the perfect matting without you having to do any measuring whatsoever. So on ruler number 1, you have all the 1/8 of an inch. So you have an 1/8, a quarter, 3/8, and 5/8. On this ruler number 2, you have the 3/16, 1/16, 5/16, and 1/2. And then on this ruler, the third ruler, you have 1 inch and 3/4 inch rulers. So basically you're getting 10 mat sizes for the perfect matting every single time, no measuring guaranteed. So let me show you how it works. On each ruler, the measurements are pre-printed on the ruler. I'm going to use the 1/16 of an inch today. But the measurements are pre-printed on the ruler, and they're printed at both sides. So if you're left-handed, you just flip the ruler around and cut from the left side. If you're right-handed, you can cut from the right side. So I really like that. They also have these ridges that catch the paper, so you know you're getting it perfectly lined up every single time, which is great. I don't know if you guys can see that in the video or not, but there are lines that give you the guides. It also has this metal frame on the edge where you cut, so that when you're cutting, you get a good, nice straight edge for your blade, and you don't have to worry about cutting through the plastic and not being able to and tearing up your rulers, because that metal edge will help give that an easy cut. Okay, so what we're going to do is, I have my photograph here, and I want to use the 1/16 of an inch side. So on this ruler, there are these grids. That the first grid is just past that dark gray area, and then the second grid is here. So we are going to use that first grid, and I'm going to line it up with the dark space on my photograph, and that way I know I get the perfect measurement every time. Now guys, this might be a little difficult for me to do because I'm reaching around a light, and I can't see straight from the angle that I'm at. So this might not be 100% perfect from my angle, but we're going to give it a shot. Okay, so you're just going to take that. Now it helps on your X-Acto knife if you have a really nice straight, clean new blade, or a good sharp blade. And all I'm doing is lining that gray ridge up with the edge of the colored piece of my photograph, so that it is I'm using the photograph as my depth guide on this. So as you can see, it's pretty easy, and it's turning out really even, and as long as you always use the same line to line up, it's always going to work no matter what, and you're not going to have to worry about measuring a thing. And notice that I'm not putting this on my mat straight or using the grid on the mat as my guide. I'm using the photograph as my guide, which means that if for some reason, like I print my photographs at home, so what happens is sometimes my printer will pull the paper through and it'll slide or shift. I don't have to worry about whether or not the photograph is printed crooked, because I can cut it straight with this system without any fuss. And I know a lot of times when I use my guillotine cutter, this photo paper wants to slide, and I don't have that problem when I use these rulers. So now I want to mat this onto a piece of paper. And I have a piece right here off to the side. And let me show you how easy this is. This is just a piece of scrap paper. It has been, in my stash, and it's not cut straight to start with. But I'm just going to mat my photo right onto this paper. I'm going to haphazardly do it because I want to show you guys how, if something is crooked, you can straighten it up with these rulers very easily. Now on this particular instance, I want to do another 1/16 of an inch, because I want to show you how even cutting at the smallest depth, it's so easy to get it right. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to line my 1/16 up with the edge of the photograph mat. and because it is raised slightly, it's going to catch a little bit and just kind of lock into place, just going into that groove right there. So I'm going to take my knife, line that up, and slice it down. You might have to run the knife across there a couple of times until it lets go. I'm going to do the same thing here, and again, when I slide it with a very little pressure, it kind of catches on the edge of that photograph, so I know I have it lined up right. And again, I'm not using the matte grid, I'm simply doing this based on the photograph. And look at how perfect this mat is. So you get a pretty good value. I'm not sure, like I said, what the cost of these rulers are. You'll have to ask your local retailer or whoever you order them from. But you get 3 in the collection pack. And, you know, never have to measure again. So all of you people who are measuring challenged, what a simple way to create a perfect photo mat. You can go out as far as tight as 1/16 of an inch and as far out as 1 inch with this cutting system. How cool is that? So anyway, thank you guys for watching. I hope you've liked this product review, and I hope that, you know, these are one of those things that you might like to look into for your Christmas gifts or whatever. But they're super fun and great for cutting mats and things. So thanks for watching.